Hello, Xin chào. Well, some of you know me. Many of you come to my workshops and seminars that I conduct here in Vietnam, and some of you have become my good friends. Well, you know that I have worked in several Fortune 500 companies as a sales leader. And this time, I'm going to talk about a topic that is my favorite. But before I talk, let me ask you this question. What is the strongest part of your organization? You're saying product, okay? You're saying brand, You're saying financial resources, sure. You're saying your people and talent, absolutely. All four answers are good answers. But I asked you what is the strongest part of your organization. You did not say sales. Well, the power of the organization finally comes from the way organization sells. There is no doubt that selling is like lungs to your organization. You breathe to live. Similarly, you sell to survive. You see, the sales force is one of the most powerful levers of growth for the company. And it is so because it is only with selling that your organization is going to be able to capture the value. Let me explain. You create value first. So your design and your products and your manufacturing, all that is fantastic because they need to create good value. You've got to communicate value second. So your marketing needs to be great and the way you are doing the communication has to be very powerful. But finally, you will capture value. And this is the point at which the moment of truth happens, whether you're good or you're not so good. And the major effectiveness is where we find this to be the most important button. So you see, two important things are happening in this world as it is transitioning to Industry 4.0. First, most important thing that is happening is that the customer is becoming different. The purchase behavior is altering. What is doing all this? Google is creating a big difference. And customers today are a lot more informed, many times more informed about your product than your salespeople. And customers evaluate. They even know what are the things that are important purchase criteria. In that situation, what do salespeople do? Gone is the time when salespeople used to have the paradigm of coming and telling them what I have, why am I good, buy me. Now salespeople need to be sales consultant. It's a very big paradigm shift, helping customers solve problems. That is the first important thing that we must understand. The second important thing we must understand is that the people, talent and resources are limited. You don't have the luxury of having a very large sales force and half of them effective and half of them not effective. We got to have every single salesperson and every single sale call to be extremely effective producing results. You don't have the luxury of time. So what do? Well, we must transform. Selling in your company must change. What are the things in which we can change our selling? Well, the professional selling approach is very different now. The three important things that I always advise sales leaders to consider when they build the architecture of an effective sales force management. The first thing I say is work a little bit more seriously about your sales strategy. How do you create a sales strategy? It is different than your business strategy. But how do you create a sales strategy? The second important thing is what are your sales operations? And our sales operation is what finally will be delivering results. So we got to understand what is sales operations. How do we engage with Salesforce? How do we enable Salesforce? And the third important area is what is called sales performance management. It is at this point where there is a motivation for salespeople, the incentives, commission structure for salespeople, and most importantly, how we do the review of salespeople. What are our measurement metrics? Combination of these three things is what produces effectiveness of Salesforce. This is the fundamental foundation for great sales companies. Within these, there are about 12 elements that we got to work on. Now, to share all this, I am holding a seminar in Hanoi, and I would like to welcome you to register and join. But only if you promise that you're going to implement what you're going to learn. Because I do not hold workshops and seminars which are only for your academic interest. I do it because I know after implementing, you will see results. I saw results, you will see them. And when you see them, next time when I ask you this question, what is the strongest part of your organization? You will say, selling. See you.